Today we'll solve the first lab program. See, the first program is like this. So create an application to design a visiting card. The visiting card should have a company logo at the top right corner. The company name should be displayed in capital letter, aligned to the center. Information like name of the employee, job title, phone number, address, email, fax, and the website address is to be displayed inside a, and you need to draw a horizontal line between the company name and the your name. Okay, so we'll see how to design this visiting card in Android. So this project, open a new project. So go to file. So go to file, new, and select new project. Okay, after selecting new project, it will ask you for the template. Select empty activity. So activity is an area where you are going to design your layout and views. So select empty activity and press next. After that, it will ask application name. So you can give application name. So the application we are developing is an visiting card, right? So already have created application name with visiting card. So what I'll give? So I'll give a visiting card 2. Yes, Purushottam, I'm doing from Android Studio itself. Okay, so visiting card 2, this is the application name, and package name by default it will take com example and the application name. So whatever the application you write here, so it will take automatically. So this is the package name, and this is the location where your project will be saved. So if you want, you can change this clicking on this, and you can change the location and the language. See, either you can develop the app either using Java or Kotlin. So I'm using Java right now, and it will ask the minimum SDK, that is software development kit. So here we have different versions of Android starting from 16 to a newer version 30. Okay, so the API 30, that is API stands for application programming interface. So API 30 Android 11. So if you select the recent one, what happens? So when you develop an application using this newer version of API, then your application will be supported only by only 1% of the devices. But when you develop an application, it should be supported by maximum number of devices, right? So that is the reason. So right now we will select API 16 Android 4.1 earlier version. So if you develop an using this API, so we can run this application in 99% of the Android devices. Okay, these are you can configure your project. So you need to select the name and the language you want to develop, whether you want to use Java or Kotlin. After that, so minimum SDK, select API 16 and Android 4.1. After that, press on finish. So okay, so I have created a application. My application name is visiting card. So you will have two files. One is the activity main.xml and main activity Java. So you will have XML file and activity file. So we have two files, and will be Java file, another is the activity file. See here on the left hand side, you can see project. Under project, we have folder app. So under app, we have three main files. One is the manifest file. Manifest file contains an XML file. So this is a XML file. So this manifest files tells all the information, whatever the information you have in your app. So all the information will be conveyed to the Android operating system. So all the minimum required information of your app will be conveyed to your Android Studio or Android operating system by Android manifest file. So this is the Android manifest file. And see, these things I didn't write, it will be automatically created when you open an, so when you create an project. See, I said I went to file new, and then I selected new project, right? So when you select this new project, so these files are automatically created. So no need to type all those things, it will be automatically created. So we have three files. One is the Android manifest.xml. Okay. Next we have one Java file. See, called, see, this is the package name, and under that we have one main activity file. You can see here, this is the main activity file, and it extends an app compact activity. So this is a file, so this is a class inherited from this class. So we know, right, in Java, in order to inherit a new class, we use a keyword extends. Okay, so these things in detail, so I'm going to tell you in the next class. So right now just remind. So main activity, then we have resource file. So RES stands for resources. See, whatever the resources you require in order to develop an app will be available here. So under that we have drawables. See, if you want to use some images or audio or video files, so then you can drop those files in drawable folder. Then we have layout. Under layout we have activity dot main, activity main dot xml. Okay, so here in activity main, so we are going to an activity area where you are going to design our visiting card. So this is an activity area, this is the preview. So if you want, you can create preview, or if you don't want, so here some options are there. See, here the activity area, we have two types of orientation. So if you want to change the orientation, click here. See, right now it is portrait. If you want landscape, you can choose this. See, so you can change the layout of the activity area. So you can see here we have portrait and landscape, we have other options. So right now I'm in portrait, and this is the activity area, and this is the preview. Whatever you do here, it will be visible here, and here also. So this is the design layout. So if you want, you can select only this. So this is the blueprint, and if you want to see both, then what you can do, you can select design plus blueprint. Next, can you see here there is an view option. So there is an view option, there we have, so it is showing margins. There is an option called show system UI. So select this, show system UI. So if you select this, then it will show the layout how it is visible on your mobile. So if you select this, it will be easy for you to place the components in this activity. Okay, so I have selected this. So go to view and select show system UI. So it will show how it will look in your mobile, the layout. That means, so in this part only you need to design your things. You can keep your views, or this is the layout where you can place your views. Okay, so I have selected this. There already one text box is there, so I'll delete this. Okay, so what the program says, so you should have a company name, logo, and so first we'll place a company name and logo. After that we need a horizontal line. Okay, so in order to company name, so first I'll go to text, so you have different types of text views. So if you want, you can select text view. If you want, you can select plain view. So I'll select text view. So just drag this and drop here. Drag and drop here. Okay. So here on the right hand side, you can see code, split and design. So if you want to see both design and code, just click on split. You can see here, right? So this is automatically generated. See, when you place this text here, see, if I delete this, everything goes, right? So instead of writing everything in Java, so here menu option is available. Just what can you do? You can drag and drop here. Can you see here? So text view, so I dragged and dropped. So automatically the code will be generated. Okay. So drag, go to text, next text view, drag and drop text view onto the activity area. So you can see here, click on this activity area. Okay. So here the component type of views you are using, you can see here. So it is showing red color, right? So you'll see what is this meant to. So this view is not constrained. It's only has design time position. So it will be jump to 0, 0 at runtime unless you add the constraints. That means what it is telling. So if it's telling that you are not stand, that means you are not placed this in a proper position. So what happens if you don't place this in a proper, if you don't constraint, use constraints, so when run this application, so I, so most of the times, so it will be placed in 0, 0. That means what you have to do, you have to apply some constraint. That means, so you have to fix what should be the left, right, top and bottom length. So for that, what you can do, so there are two ways. Either you can drag this and you can do constraints. So now at least minimum two side you need to set a constraint. So if you want to place in the center, just drag all the sides and it will be placed in the center. You can see it's visible in the center, right? You can see now. So that red dot went, correct? So this is one way of doing constraint. So another way, so here, so click on this text view and on the right hand side, you can see the attributes line. Right hand side, you can see attributes. We have different. So click on layout. Here also you can set the constraints, like what should be the left side, right side, etc. So in the top, so here, so if you want, so you can set say 25 or say 40. Is too much. Now left, say I'll 15 or 20. Okay, so it will be placed here. Now when you click on this, so you can see each and every view will be identified with an ID. So each and every view, this is one view, this is, so this is identified with an ID. So here the ID by default we have text view. So if you want, you can change the ID. So because this is a company name, I'll change the ID name to company name. Okay, so if you want to access this in your, so once you change, it will ask for rename. So you need to click on refactor. You need to click on refactor, then only it will be renamed. Okay, so by default it is showing text view. So I want to, so instead of that, here I need to, so what you have to show company name, right? So for that, so go to all attributes. Here ID is company name. Here text you select. So by default it is text view. So here you need to type the company name. So I'll type company name as KS School of Engineering and Management. Okay, can you see here? So it is showing KS School of Engineering and Management. So if you want to change the font size, again common attributes. So under text we have, so here we have text size, right? So select text size. So it is in SP pixels. So select whichever you want. Say I'll select 24 SP. Okay. So now it's going out of range. So just rearrange this. Okay. So here I need to place the logo. So that is the reason I rearrange this layout. So KS School of Engineering. And so one more, what is saying, the company name should be displayed in capital letters. See here, the company name is not in the capital letters. So while typing, either you type in capital letter, or if you use a small letters, then you can change easily, no issues in that. So go to again text. So under text you can see text all caps. Click on this, so it will become true. So when we set this to true, so everything will be displayed in capital letters. Okay, so new first thing, the visiting card contains the company name, and the company name is displayed in capital letter. After that, what you have to do, so you have to place a image on. So the visiting card should have a company
Wait,
logo at the
excuse me,
top.
sir.
Yes, yes.
Which one is for capital?
Okay, click on this view. Okay, after that, on the right hand side, we have all attributes, right? Under all attributes, come down. So here we have text, right? So where we have typed K School of Engineering. So under that we have
Yes,
text
sir.
all captions.
Yes, sir.
So it was, it before it was false. Can you see here? So if false means it will show as it
Yes,
is.
sir.
So now if you want to convert this to capital letter, just select this. Okay, set this to true.
Thank
So now it's converted into capital letter. Okay, fine. So if you want to change the color, you can choose text color is there. See text color. So if you want to change, you can choose the text color. Same way, different options are there. You can try out. Okay. So next we'll see how to place a logo here. So in order to place a logo again, so on the left hand side, this is the palette where we different views are available. So this palette, select widget, place the logo here. So go to palette, go to widgets. There you select image view. Can you see here? Image view. So drag and drop this here. It's okay. I told you, right? So the logos are available here. There is no KSSM logo, or so whatever the company logo you want to place. So that should be present here. See, there is no KSSM logo here, right? So what to do for that? What I have done? So I have downloaded the KSM logo here. Can you see on my desktop? I have loaded a KSSM logo. So what you have to do? So if want to use that logo should be available in resources. So here, go to resources. In the project, we have app folder that. So under that, we have resource folder and we have drawable folder. So right click on this drawable folder. Then Right click on drawable folder and click on show in Explorer. Click on show in Explorer. Can you see? So it will open a path. So instead of searching directly from here, either you can go to see, you can use this path, and you have to so many paths you need to click, right? So instead of that, so here there only you can right click and you can open the path. So the drawable folder is available in this path. So you need to place that logo here. So what I'll do, I'll copy this and I'll place this logo here. Now can you see here under drawable I have a so my college logo. Now come back here. I'll minimize this. So now drag and drop image view. So drag and drop image view here. Now can you see here KSSM logo? Before it was not there. So if you want to use any icons or any images, so that should be in drawable folder. So I repeat how to do, go to drawable folder, go to project. So under project we have drawable folder. So right click on this drawable folder and click on show in Explorer. So it will open a path of drawable folder. Click on drawable and copy and paste your logo here in this folder. So now select from widget, select image view. So I am selecting. So here select this logo and say OK. So we need to resize this.
Sir, can you repeat it, sir?
Which one, pa?
That widget one. Sir.
From where I should repeat?
That how did you add that image, sir? After copying the image, how did you add it? That's all.
Okay. How to add this image, right? You understood how to copy the image to that folder, right?
Yes, sir. That I understood.
Okay, fine. See, from here, in order to add that image, so here we have palette, right? And the so where different views are available. So initially we have text, buttons, widgets, layouts, etc. So if you want to select any text, you can select from here. See, to write this K School of Engineering, I have selected text view. Okay, so now I need to add a logo here, right? For that, so select this, go to this widgets and select the second one. We have image view, right? So select this button, drag and drop here. So in order to drag, you have to press Control and mouse. So drag and drop here. So if you place that here, it will automatically open. So this screen will be automatically opened. So here you select this and click on OK. So I'm resizing, just I'm dragged here. So I'm resetting the coordinate. That's it. So now I can, so I'll place this here. Now it's, can you see here in the component tree? See, whatever the components you place here, it will be visible in component tree. This is the component tree. So whatever the components are view, see, these are called views. This is one view and this is one view. So those views will be available here. So the red color indicates, see here. That means so this view is not constrained horizontally. So at runtime, it will jump to the left unless you add a horizontal constraint. See what happens if you don't apply constraints. So when you run this app, so it will come and sit here. Everything will start from 0, 0. That is the reason it is telling to set the constraint. Constraint means what should be the left side length, right side, top and bottom. At least minimum 2 sides you need to adjust. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll click here. So this one, so go to layout. So this one, how much I set to 25. So I'll click on this one, 25, and bottom with reference to this I'll fix. Okay, here, so I'll give some 15, and this one, so I'll set with respect to this. Okay, so now let me run this. See, in order to run this, see, I have an emulator installed already. Can you see here? I have an emulator already installed. So here, so this is the emulator Pixel 3a API 30. This is the emulator which is already here. So if you don't have if you want to use mobile as your emulator, you need to connect your mobile to the system. Then your mobile name will be visible here. Suppose if you are using Redmi, so 4 or 8, so it will show that mobile name here. So you can select the mobile name to run this application. Okay. Right now I am running. Can you see here? Success, operation succeeded. So here, this is my emulator. Can you see here? This is my application name, visiting card. So I have company name and a logo. So this is the emulator where you can see the out. I'll minimize this. So let me continue. So after that, what is next? So after company name and image, so I should have a horizontal line. After that, your name, right? So let me draw a horizontal line. So now, in order to put a horizontal divider, again go to widgets. In the palette, go to widgets. So here and the down you have horizontal divider. So click on this, drag and drop that here. So we have drawn an horizontal divider. Again, you need to place the constraints. Again, you need to set what should be the left and right. So 15. It's not required here to choose always 15 and 15. It's left to you how much ever you want you can. So this one I'll place with respect to this, and I want to increase the size. So all attributes, so is it there for this? Okay, layout height 1 dp is there. Okay, so I have drawn a divider. So after that, what's next? So you have to put name, your name. So for that, so again go to text. In the palette, go to text. See, after this I need to place my name, right? So for that, this time I'll take plain text. So I'll select plain text and drag and drop here. So after that, again you need to set the constraints for this. Excuse me. So 25. Okay. So this I place. Otherwise manually you can set here by dragging and dropping. So now, so this the plain text I have selected. You can see ID by default it is edit text person name. So if you want you can edit this. I'll keep this person name. So and when you move out of that it will ask whether it to rename. So you need to, in order to rename, you have to click on refactor. Okay. So after that, so here name is there. So you need to display your name, right? So for that, go to all attributes, find out where is text. Here I have text. Here you can type your name. Okay. So can you see here? So by default, it was displaying name. So I replaced that with my name. So if you want, you can change the text size. See, if you don't want to scroll this, if you want here, search is there where you can directly type, say size, text size visible. First, you need to select this. Sorry. So select this and size. Can you see here text size? So I'll click 24. Okay, so this is the name. After name, what I have? So job title. So designation you need to write. See, there are two ways you can place the second one. So if you want to select the same type, say instead of selecting plain text, see it's already I have selected one plain text, right? So if I select a new one, what you have to do again, you have to do all constants. You need to set all the constants. But here I already set the constant, right? So instead of doing that, so what you can do, you can select already have a plain text. I want one more, right? So instead of that, so this the person name is already I have one plain text. What you can do, so here click on this, Control C and Control V. I'll copy one more type. See, Control C and Control V. So here, so I'll get one more plain text, which is already constrained. But it means layout is already set, right? So I don't want to set it again. So it will reduce your time. So here ID I'll change. So ID it's showing person name. So the second one, so this is a designation, right? So I'll change this as designation. ID name is designation. See here and click on refactor. See, all these views are identified with unique ID. All these views are identified with unique ID. Why do you need an ID? Because when you are, see, here I don't have any user interaction. Suppose here instead of this, we have a submit button. And if I click on this submit button, some action has to be taken, right? So in order to handle events, so event handling in Java, so for which button you are writing an event, so for that we need an name of that button. So when you do a next application, we'll come to know what is the purpose of that ID. So that ID's unique name is important. So this button name is designation. I have changed and I need to change the name. So come to all attributes here. So instead of name, it's a designation, right? So I'll write. So you can write your designation. Can you see here? Designation is set. So after that, you need to have a phone number. You need to have a phone number. So there are two ways again. If you want, you can copy this text once more time. Otherwise, go to palette, go to visits, sorry, buttons. Oh, not button, text. So go to palette, go to text. Here, your phone number, right? So there is a view called phone number. So you can drag and drop this here. See, the difference between this and this is here you can have only, so both you can have text or number, anything, but this phone number is a different objects designed only to enter the phone number. Only numerics it will take. Okay, so now this ID I'll change. So can you see here the ID is edit text phone. So if you want to, so if you want you can keep this as it is, or if you want you can edit this ID as, say, so I'll keep this as phone number. Okay, now here I need to enter the phone number, right? Again in the all attributes, so search for text. And you see here by default the input type is number. So here you can type your number. So here in the text. So here, see in the common attributes, search for text. In the text you need to type your number. Can you see? So it will show the number. I'll repeat. So in order to place your number here, so click on this and go to all attributes. There you search for a text for text and it will be placed. Okay, so there after that, so if you want to change, you can change the text size. So I'll keep as 24. So I'll rearrange this. Okay, now so I have placed title, name of the person, designation and phone number. So after name and designation, phone number, what is the next one? So address and email ID. I want to place the email ID. For that again, go to palette, text. In text we have email, right? So drag and drop this here. So drag and drop. Again, you need to set the constants. I'll place this with respect to this email ID. So this is an, so this ID is edit text email ID. So if you want, you can change this. Now I don't require this. I don't change. So next I need to change the text. So in all attributes, so here find the attribute text and you can type your email ID. Okay. Font, you can change the size. So now I have created a visiting card where we have company name, logo, name, designation, phone number, and email ID. So under this, if you want to address, again you can drop. So drag and drop plain text or text view, and you can type the company address. So let's run this. So previously, so when we run, I have designed only company name and logo. So I have completed now. So in order to run, so here, so this is the emulator. So here run app option is there. So click on that. See Gradle building running. So you can see here. So it is building. Your Gradle is running. Gradle is nothing but a bunch of programs. Gradle building. So Gradle building means a bunch of program. Success operation succeeded. So say I run successfully my visiting card. So this is the visiting card we have created. This is how a visiting card is created in Android. So this is a simple visiting card. So you can change the background color and text color of each views. If you want, you can give different colors for these. So everything is possible. So you need to explore. A lot of options are there. You can explore this attribute.